Hello, and welcome to a special episode of Footnotes. It's Star Wars week here at Wired, and instead of me revisiting particular stories, I'm going to explore the many influences on the films. So I'll begin by talking about the anchors of these Star Wars films, the Jedi, because in space, you don't need actual anchors. George Lucas derived the term Jedi from the Japanese Jedi Geki, a genre that focuses on the Edo period of the early 1600s to mid-1800s. And classic Jedi Geki movies such as Seven Samurai and the innovative, though less popular, 6.5 Samurai are the framework for the Jedi of Star Wars. Like the samurai of olden times, the Jedi are loyal to a master, in this case, the Republic. But when the Empire replaces the Republic, the Jedi are cast out and become Ronin, masterless samurai that are forced to wander around helping people get cats out of trees. The Jedi have long been in Ronin-like exile when Luke Skywalker begins his quest. And it should be noted that Luke never walked on the sky, but in fairness, he did jump pretty high once. Luke follows an arc like many heroes before him, in part because George Lucas was heavily influenced by a book called The Hero with a Thousand Faces by mythologist Joseph Campbell, who himself had only one face. According to Campbell, myths the world over share a common structure. This pattern is called the monomyth, and it applies as much to classic heroes like Odysseus as it does to modern ones like Luke and the time I replaced the bottle on the water cooler without spilling. Of course, Luke is not the only heroic figure in the Star Wars saga. There's also the guy who bravely gave up his arm to spice up the decor in a Mos Eisley cantina. In addition, there's Qui-Gon Jinn, who has a particularly interesting name in the sense that he isn't a loner named Han Solo or a meaniehead named General Grievous. Jinn are actually the genies of Arabian mythology, but Qui-Gon Jinn is only good at granting wishes that involve dismemberment. And Qui-Gon likely derives from the Japanese Qigong, the practice of balancing the life energy known as Qi. It's this energy that we see mirrored in the Force, which supposedly binds the universe together. But we all know that it's in fact friendship that unites space and time. Also all-pervasive in the universe are the droids R2-D2 and C-3PO, who not only play huge roles in Star Wars, but also appear in Indiana Jones. C-3PO's design was actually inspired by the robot in the classic silent film Metropolis. That robot eventually became pretty and did a sexy dance that incited men to riot, which may well be C-3PO's fate in the upcoming Star Wars films. Unfortunately, it will be some time before the reboot of the saga hits theaters. But we can reasonably expect it to include at least 7, maybe 7.5 Jedi ambling about and fighting each other to pull cats out of trees.